Greetings and welcome back to Sealed Only Sunday. No bedroom view this week either, because this is the final episode before the Dragoon Cup takes place next week. And in this episode, we're going to have a look at the 3 remaining decks, which are a little bit more out there than our first 3 choices. I know I said 5 decks last week, but it turns out I'm an idiot and can't even read shit on screen. Last week's episode, we have a look at our Scrap Orcus list, which is essentially complete, and the only card needed to be created is Crusadia Avramax. We looked at our Dogmatica Eldlich pool, which the only card we needed to create here was a Conquistador of the Golden Land, and everything else was fair game. And in our Drytron list, where the only real card we needed to create was, extra deck stuff that I don't remember which card it was specifically, but there was one card we wanted to make, and that was whatever. Oh yeah, we wanted to make Diviner of the Heralds, but we don't have to. Then today, for deck 4, 5, and 6, are decks where we probably need to spend a bit more of our wildcards should we need to include them. We're going to start with deck 4, and that is Live Twin Eldlich. Live Twin Eldlich was a deck I wanted to create for a very long time, but we lacked a lot of endgame pieces for it, which was the worst part. We lacked Evil Twins Trouble Sunny, which we'd need to create 2 of using both of our UR tickets, which is kind of sad, I'll be honest. Then we also need to create Live Twins Sunny's Snitch, which is a super rare, which uses a lot of our super rares cards. Then we also need to make Unchained Abomination, which is one of the best link force for this deck. In addition to that, we also have the one Conquistador. There is a lot of wildcards to spend on this deck alone, but I feel like if we need to spend wildcards anywhere, this is probably the place to do that, because this deck has a lot of recursion potential. Other than that, though, let's go through the deck. We have Cypher Driver and our Gamma. We got 2 of the Golden Man himself. We've got 3 Live Twin Kisakill, 1 Live Twin Kisakill Frost, and 3 Live Twin Leelas. We're basically set on Live Twins. 3 Sign-Up Mining that we picked up throughout the series and never used, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Secret Passwords, 2 Forbidden Droplets, 2 Live Twin Homes, 3 Cursed Eldlands, which is really nice, 3 Live Twin Sunny Snitch, which makes this entire deck go around, but because of this card, we can search a Live Twin monster, and that starts our combo. Then 2 Scarlet Sanguine, 1 Evil Twin Challenge, which just summons one of the Evil Twins, 3 Infinite Impermanences, 2 Hakeros, and 2 Conquistador. It is not much more advanced than that. In the extra deck, we're playing 1 Line to Zeus. We're playing Phantom Knights of Chris Javelin, Downer Magician, and Zeus himself, which just makes us a 4 material Zeus usually. 2 Evil Twin Trouble Sunny, 1 Boros Sword Dragon, 1 Unchained Abomination, 1 Axis Code Talker, Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, 2 Evil Twin Kisakill, and 3 Evil Twin Leela, because they're the ones that we happen to have. I feel like this deck is able to do a lot more than the Dogmatica Eldlich version, but I'll be honest, I haven't exactly given this one for a spin. So let's do that right now. Alright, we do get to go first here in our first duel, which is probably what we want to do in this deck. We do start with the Live Twin in hand, so let's just go for the Kisakill, activate the Kisakill effect, let's see if we get negated. We don't, let's go into Leela. Leela comes out, let's make ourselves blue. Or sorry, pink. Activating the pink effect to special summon blue from the graveyard, that's what I wanted to say. This is gonna get gammaed, this is unfortunate. This sucks. Let's just do this. Let's add ourselves... let's get a Sunny Snitch here. Let's activate Sunny Snitch to add a Live Twin. Let's add ourselves Kisakill Frost. Just so we have it for next turn, essentially, because there's not much else we can do on it right now. We do get gammaed. It's whatever. We'll have him have his fun, and we'll see if we can come back from it. Sets 1. Sets 2. Sets 3. Does nothing else. It's probably an Eldlich list, same as us. Now, we have a Gamma, though. Okay. We'll go for the Sign-Up Mining here. We'll pitch the Kisakill Frost. And we'll grab ourselves Kisakill. We will normal summon Kisakill. Activate Kisakill effect. We'll get Gozend. Well, he's playing this game, is he? Fun times. We'll just go in for 500 then, whatever. He's definitely playing this. Okay. I'll reveal that I am too. And because I can only control one, this is going to get destroyed. Oh no, it's one attribute, right. They're both light, so I could keep both of them. On this, though, we could actually make... Oh, man. Is blue a light? It's a dark, so we can't go into that. Let's make it anyway, just so we have it on field, I guess. Because it is, in fact, a light. We just can't summon anything else on it. A bit irritating, but we'll do it. Just so we can get rid of the Hakero to sort of start bringing out Eldlich. That's kind of what we want to do with it. Nadir Servant, of course. Why wouldn't it be? I really wish I could activate Impermanence on this, but this is not an effect monster. So, yikes. Going for the Entis. Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Yeah, I am not gonna let you do that. I am gonna Gamma as well. There we go. No Ecclesia for you. We're gonna activate Hakero to set the Elixir. And they get banished. Bye-bye. We're just gonna go for the Scarlet Sanguini here. Just gonna bring out the boy. We'll set a Conquistador, and we're just gonna pass, actually. We're gonna leave his Conch there. The reason we're leaving Conch there is because we don't want to have him start his Eldritch chain early. Here, we're gonna go Conquistador. Destroy the Gozen. We draw into Li-La, which is nice, I guess. We'll go for the Li-La. We'll make Dark. Activate the effect of Dark to summon Light. Torrential Tribute, huh? That's fine. We're still gonna summon the Pink. Gonna activate the effect of Pink to bring back Blue. Blue is gonna activate its effect to destroy that face down, whatever that is. It is Scarlet Sanguine. That is fine. I kind of expected it to be, but you never know. Alright. And he scoops! Yay! We outlasted Dogmatica Eldritch. This is something the deck is really good at doing as long as we draw into both engines, because my god does it work. Alright, let's go for another game. This is looking good so far. Alright, we get to go first again here. Opening, I'd say decently. Let's go for the Sunny Snitch immediately here, adding a Live Twin to our hand. Let's add the Keesicle Frost. Normal summoning Keesicle, activating the effect, getting ourselves blue onto the field. We'll go for making pink, which is going to special summon back blue, which is then going to make blue, special summoning back pink, which is going to draw us a card, which is then going to special summon Evil Twin Trouble Sunny. We're then going to activate Cursed Eldland, so we can use the effect of Cursed Eldland to add a, probably a Conquistador to our hand here. Just so we can try and get the plan in motion, basically. We'll just pass on our Trouble Sunny, which is basically 2 interactions and a health drain from our opponent. So what Trouble Sunny actually does is we contribute it to summon back both the blue and the white. It's a Blue Eyes player. Interesting. He is going to activate the effect. We are going to have to chain Trouble Sunny here. We're going to bring back blue and pink. Going to activate to target this to destroy, and we are going to draw 1. Nice. Return of the Dragonlords is going to bring it back, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. We do gain 200 from this. The Tyrant of D. Okay, you choose attack targets for your opponent's attacks. That's interesting. What is this? I have never seen this in my life. That's amazing. Okay, he gets a Blue Eyes for it. Alright, sure. That's super cool. What is this? The Tyrant of D. That's sick. Okay. Alright, going into the white here, or the pink, which is gonna die. I got nothing to stop it. We are definitely surviving this. We're barely taking any damage as is. Alright, unfortunate, but such be the way of things. That's fine. We draw into another Gamma, which we don't really need. We're gonna go for the Eldlich here, pitching the Cursed Eldland to get rid of White Dragon. Then we're going to bring him back to the field, getting rid of our Cursed Eldland to special summon a Zambi, which is gonna be Eldlich. We're gonna activate Cursed Eldland from the graveyard. We're gonna pitch a Hakero. Then we're going to activate Conquistador. We're gonna destroy the Blue-Eyes White Dragon, which he has to protect, which is exactly what we want him to do. Amazing. Then we simply summon Kill. Out of these, we make pink, which of course is going to summon blue, which we're going to activate to pop the Blue-Eyes White Dragon again. Now we can bring out Kill Frost, that we don't need to, so we're not gonna. Instead, I think we're just gonna make our second Trouble Sunny. And then we're just gonna go for it. Sure, you can choose the attack targets, but you only have one target, so you don't have much choosing to do, bucko. And then we punch. And then we pass turn. Now we still have one piece of interaction and something that's bigger than Blue Eyes, which is a little bit funny to say. Sets one. Does nothing. Perfect. Well, we have no reason to do anything other than go to the battle phase, so let's go to the battle phase. Yay! Beating Blue Eyes as well. Man, this deck has so many fun interactions. If it wasn't expensive as hell in real life, I would have bought this already. Alright, let's go for the final duel with this deck to see what it can really do. I think it's fitting that our final opponent is literally Ed from fucking Full Metal Alchemist. Fine, sure. This starting hand going second is... Oh, we're going first. God damn it. Why do we have to go first with this hand? Okay, we'll go for Leela. Leela apparently does get to trigger here, so we'll just make pink. Go pink. Or go home. Activate pink. Summon blue. Make blue. Summon pink. Draw a card. That's a very good card. Is he gonna Nibiru? Because, I mean, he could. It'd be really funny if he did. He's gonna Droll on Lockbird. Okay. That's fine. Let's just make Triple Sunny. Let's set, or I'd rather activate Sunny Snitch here. There's no point in me activating Eldland here because he already triggered me, so we'll just set this as a fake out and we'll pass. That's all we got. Droll Unlock is funny because it really doesn't affect us that much, but it's still minorly annoying. It means we can't go into the Eldlich engine this turn. Going for the Twin Twinnies is perfectly fine. We're just gonna trigger this, pitching a Gamma that I don't need. We'll summon a Kill Frost. It made him blow another card on it. No, he opened another Droll, damn. Setting one. Activating Trickstar Korribane. Okay, Korribane is interesting. Setting two. Uh-huh. You can kill that all you want, I do not care. One of these has to be Reincarnation, then. There's no way it's not, right? During the end phase, we are going to use this to bring back pink and blue. Let's destroy this one. Draw a card. That was Crackdown. Okay. The Crackdown sucks. We'll go ahead and we'll make... I kind of want to make Unchained here, but it's also risky knowing that that could be Reincarnation or another Crackdown. Both of them just kind of suck if they happen. We'll go Unchained anyway. It's a strike. It's a judgment even. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We'll go for the Sunny Snitch. We'll add blue. We'll activate blue. Blue, of course, is going to bring out pink. This is going to make blue, which summons pink, which draws us a card. Impermanence is not bad. Send one evil twin from your hand, deck, or face of field to the graveyard. Send one card on the field to the graveyard. I don't think we need to do that. It's kind of unnecessary. Let's just go for the Cursed Eldland. Activating Cursed Eldland to get Eldlich. With this, let's activate Eldlich, pitching the secret password, sending Corbane to the graveyard. Then use Eldlich's effect to send Cursed Eldland, and he scoops it up because that's game. My god, this deck actually has legs. I can't believe it. This deck legitimately has legs. This is crazy. Holy crap. Alright, so what do we think about deck number 4, which would be, well, Live Twin Eldlich. To be honest, I think this is the Eldlich variant I would like to run. This deck has legs in so many places. You've got so many ways of interacting with your opponent. Even if you end up getting hand-trapped, you have a decent going second with both Impermanence and Gamma. You have so many searches in Silent Manning and Cursed Eldland, Sunny Snitch, Life Twin Home, even Secret Password, which searches you Sunny Snitch, essentially. This deck really freaking works. The unfortunate part is there's a lot of wild cards here that need to be used. As you can see, we would need to use 3 super rares on Sunny Snitch alone, 2 ultra rares on the Trouble Sunnies, 1 star chip on Unchained Abomination, and 1 wild card of any type on Kill. That's a bit unfortunate, but honestly, it might just be worth investing everything we got into this. Because, my god, it just works so well. Like, you cannot say this doesn't work. It just works. It just works. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird predicament, I would say. But that is at least one of the options available. For our 5th deck, we are taking a look at a deck that we played for a majority of the season, but just never freaking worked. We're taking a look at our Chaos deck for its final iteration. Chaos has always been a very gambly archetype. It is a coin toss whether or not you actually get to do the thing you're attempting to do. We've tried to get rid of a lot of the problem cards out of it to focus on bringing out Archlord Christia as our main win condition. Do we do that a lot of the time? Unfortunately not. There are just so many ways to brick and land on cards we don't want in the deck, especially things like Wolf and Felis. It just becomes an absolute gamble trying to get there. But let's go over the deck anyway, and the small improvements I've made to it for its final iteration. We're looking at 2 Chaos Dragon the Pioneer, same as before, 1 Bigfoot, 1 Thunderbird. We were kind of lacking in choices for dangers, so I decided that these 2 are the best dangers we can include at high levels. They're both 8s, they help us make something like Hope Harmonger or Sanathond, so I guess it's fine. We then have Archlord Christia, which is of course our main win condition here. Blocking anyone out from special summoning usually ends the game. 1 Chaos Creator to help facilitate that. 3 Wolf, 1 Silver Rocket, 1 Black Dragon Collapser, and 1 White Dragon Wyvern Buster. 1 Chaos Valkyria, because we sold the Collector's Edition a while back. 1 Lila, 3 Raiden, 1 Rocket Caliber, which we can summon if we control a Dark Link monster, which we have a couple. Borosaur Dragon, Axis Code Talker, Nightmare Unicorn, and Striker Dragon, so just a free special summon. 1 White Dragon Wyvern Buster, this is also a tuner, by the way, could be helpful. 1 Rocket, or 2 Rocket Tracers, 2 Felis, 1 Rocket Recharger, 2 Lumina, 1 Minerva, 1 Jackalope, 1 Plague Splitter Zombie, and 2 Effect Veiler. Then we have our 2 Chaos Space, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, which is probably the only card we'd want to bump up with Star Chips if we had to. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 3 Solo Recharge, 2 Quick Launch, and 1 Boot Sector Launch. The only change I, of course, would make to the deck would be Charge of the Light Brigade and bring that up to 3. That would cost us 2 Star Chips to do, but that is the best starter we have, and it really shows. Other than that, we would probably bring Chaos Space up to 3 as well, with a super rare wild card, and that would be the final iteration. Let's give this version of the deck a spin and see just how gambly we're feeling today. Alright then, Deuce. Let's see if we can pull off a combo without getting absolutely destroyed. 2 Charge of the Light Brigades is actually not bad. Let's pop that immediately. pitching a Thunderbird. First one gets ashed, perfectly okay. Let's fire the second one. We do get a wolf in the graveyard here, which is really good. So let's just go for the Raiden. Because we do get wolf, we can summon wolf. We're gonna normal summon the Raiden. Of course, activating the Raiden effect. Pitching the third... Oh, Christia as well. That's really good. Alright, let's go for Chaos Ruler here. Activating Chaos Ruler to reveal a bunch of cards we can't see. Silver Rocket's not terrible. Let's go Silver Rocket. That pitches the rest of them. Doesn't really help us, but we'll go for the Chaos Space here. We'll get rid of the Silver Rocket Dragon, probably. We'll go for the White Dragon here. Activating White Dragon, banishing the Thunderbird. We don't need it. This gets us into Striker Dragon, which triggers the effect of Wyver Buster and the effect of Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon gets us Boot Sector. This gets us Black Dragon. It's almost like this was thought out or something. Let's go for Boot Sector. Let's see here. I kind of want to go into Rocket Caliber, actually. So we're just going to do this. We're going to pop it. We're going to get back Rocket Caliber. We could activate Rocket Recharger here, which I think we are doing to special summon the Silver Rocket. The Rocket. Anyway, we're going to activate this. We're going to bring out Rocket Caliber from our hand. And at this point, I think Halki Fibrax is the right call. We're making Halki Fibrax, we're activating Halki Fibrax, and we're summoning out Plague Spreader Zombie. We're then going to bring out Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. These two, of course, are going to make Stardust Charge Warrior. Stardust Charge Warrior is going to draw us a card, getting us into Solar Recharge, which doesn't help us. We're going to activate one of our Chaos Spaces, because we can. Drawing into a Raiden, which also doesn't necessarily help us, so we'll go for this. We'll pitch the Effect Veiler back. Summoning the Plague Spreader Zombie once again, and this time we'll make Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. We'll go for the Solar Recharge, getting rid of this, drawing into two cards we don't have any use for, unfortunately. That really sucks. On this board, there is really not a lot we can do, unfortunately. We'll just have to pass on that. We gambled away half of our deck and didn't see any of our Chaos Extenders. That really sucks. We also milled all of our Chaos Spaces, other than one. Ending on one negate is not exactly a good board, though. We have Recursion. I'll give it that. If he doesn't manage to OT Chaos, we have ways of getting back. We also have an Effect Veiler in hand, which is not terrible. It is certainly something for having milled literally our entire deck. In the remaining cards in our deck, we're looking at Chaos Dragon the Pioneers, which we needed to bring out Christia. We're looking at Chaos Creator, which we also needed to bring out Christia. And we're playing up against this. Right. It's Zorua. I remember this. He's playing Magistus. Magistus. We will Effect Veiler this. We'll save our on-field negate, because I'd rather not have him equip Artemis to it and do his whole Magistus shenanigans. So technically we do have two pieces of interaction, I guess. We then also have a big Chaos Ruler that we are unable to do anything with because we needed one more material to get into something like an Appaloosa, so we would have more negates, yada yada yada. Things happen. Our graveyard is stacked, though. My god, this is crazy. If we get any card that can summon Christia, we basically just win the game. Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. Okay, he's going to go into a Synchro, most likely. Synchro Shokan. No? No? Okay. Wow. It's Varum, the Divinity Dragon. This is just annoying, because if Varum's destroyed, he just blows up our entire board, which means we can't negate him. It's actually really irritating. I guess you thought too long, because that's how you lose a game. We'll take it! Alright, we're back up against Junk Error. We were up against him just earlier. Let's see how our Chaos deck can do against whatever he was playing, because I don't remember. We do get to go first again. Let's see if we can actually manage to do anything. Our starting hand is really, really bad, as would be expected. Let's go Thunderbird. Oh, we hit the Wolf. Holy crap. It's the only card we needed to hit right there. Let's go Chaos Base, pitching the Levianeer. We need to draw ourselves into probably Valkyria this time, which is annoying. This unfortunately has to pitch a card, which really sucks. But we really want... Do we even want Illumina here? I don't think it's worth it. No, we want to Valkyria away the Wolf. So we can Chaos Space it to draw a card. Drawing into the Chaos Creator is terrible. My god. Okay, we'll normal summon Lumina even though we don't have a target for it. It does not matter. We need to get rid of all 3 of these. Just for a Unicorn. It doesn't matter. We're not going to trigger it. We are going to... We have a mix of everything. This is terrible. We need to just Levianeer. And we need to Levianeer away whatever, really. We'll Levianeer away these. We're going to trigger the effect of Valkyria. We're not going to trigger the effect of this. Valkyria is going to send Archlord Christia. This is going to be the weirdest play we're ever making, but that's fine. We're making Apollousa with 2 negates. We're going to send Archlord Christia, as well as a Chaos Dragon Levianeer, to summon Chaos Creator. Activating Chaos Creator, targeting Christia, targeting this, targeting that. Which is going to special summon Christia. 2 negates and a Christia on board, and that's where we're sitting. We somehow made that work, even though it was really not made to work. He is playing Blue Eyes, but he's locked out of special summoning, which is probably a death sentence for Blue Eyes. Somehow we made that work regardless, though, which is really, really good. It should not have worked, but drawing into the last one there was probably the kicker. Alright, we'll just go to battle. Presumably, he's not going to have anything. He's playing Blue Eyes, so we can just punch face with Christia. This is essentially Christia Turbo with additional powerhouses, I guess. Christia just ends games, man. Christia is insane. But it does look like this is going to take a game, yeah. Just summoning Christia against a lot of players means you have no out, and we can just punch face until the game's over. Unfortunately, that was a terrible hand, but we still managed to get into Christia by sheer luck alone, which I think spells the name of this deck pretty well. Let's go for a final game. Alright, final game. We yet again get to go first with a deck that really wants to go first, and our hand is the worst it's ever been. Great. Gamble. Oh my god, hitting Minerva, hitting nothing else. Great. Well, our turn's over. Milling 5 cards into the graveyard and not a single one of them help us. May God be merciful, because, oh god, it's Monarchs. Monarchs with an extra deck. What? Okay. Ether the Heavenly Monarch. Sure. This has to be some old school Monarch deck if it literally has 15 cards in the extra deck. Or if the player wasn't taking a literal year. Hey, Domain of the True Monarchs. But he does have cards in his extra deck, so it does nothing. Okay. There is Zaborg, the Mega Monarch. I love that card. We might get Legs here if we draw any extender, and we survive a turn, which... Oh no, it's Edea! It is actually just Master Duel .deck. We're gonna Effect Veiler Nadea. Or Edea. You're not getting a free tribute summon, bucko. No free tribute for you! Okay, never mind, he's just gonna tribute my Raiden, that's fine. Unless you literally have Thestalos in your hand, that would suck. Wait, that doesn't even work. You don't have another summon. It does nothing. You didn't get the extra summon from Edea. Oh my god, this man is insane. Anyway, charge. Milling, nothing we needed to mill, of course. Why would we? We'll just go Lila. Because Lila is a level 4. We'll go for the Raiden effect, milling 2, hitting a Plague Spreader zombie. That's not bad. We'll go for Lila. We'll activate Lila. Destroying this. We'll go for the Chaos Ruler. Activate Chaos Ruler, revealing... Rocket Tracer, I guess, is fine, actually. We do get a Fearless off of this. We can go for a Plague Spreader. Unfortunately, this is already a tuner, so there's no point. We could destroy this and send top 3 and try to get something better. I guess we do that. Didn't hit it. Shocking nobody, I guess. Now we're just sitting on a Chaos Ruler again. I can't believe that we keep milling the cards we don't need. This is insanity. We could bring out Halki Fibrax. We could go into something. Let's do... Actually, no. We have a line here. We're going to return this to the top of the deck. We're going to summon this. This is such a wacky, weird way of doing this, but we're going to do it like that. We're going to use Halki Fibrax. The only card we have left to summon is a Veiler, and that's fine. We're going to go Chaos Ruler. Gonna banish one of you, and then one of you, I guess. Bring him back. And with these, we are unironically going to make Saryuja Skulldread. We can activate Skulldread's effect to summon Archlord Christia from our hand. And then we can just sit on Christia. And we can also draw a card using this now. So we just get the Lumina back. We now have a Christia on board. Don't know if it matters in the Monarch matchup, to be honest. I don't think it does. But Skulldread can kind of help us fix our hand as well, because in the situations where we do have Christia in hand, it kind of gets us out of it. Now he contributes summon one monster, which he can't do because he used his Monarch Stormforth that he needed last turn. The only reason we won this one is because our opponent is literally unsure of what he's doing, clearly. If it were any other better player, we would not have won this one. Alright, well, that's Chaos for you. So what do we think about Chaos? Well, to me, it's a pet deck, right? I love this deck with all of my heart. If I could build any deck in the world with no limitation of money, I would build this sort of Chaos, weird-ass deck, right? It's super fun to pilot, it is completely gamble-oriented, but my god, when it works, and it works really, really well. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that often. When you do manage to get Christia on the board against most people, you just end up kind of winning, and if you don't, it does literally nothing. I don't think this deck is going to make it to the Dragoon Cup, but I wanted to include it anyway, just as a pet deck of mine, because I felt like it deserved it. Now for the final deck of today, then. Yeah, we're looking at Tri-Brigade. The thing with this is we're missing a lot of cards for this deck to actually function the way it's supposed to, similarly to how the Live Twin one is, which is very, very unfortunate, because a lot of the pieces in this deck are really, really needed for the deck to work. We are looking at Cyframe Driver and the accompanying Gammas, 2 Nibiru the Primal Being, 1 Alpha the Master Beast, 3 Fractal, we only have 1 Rescue Cat, and it is going to stay that way, unfortunately, 3 Karas, 3 Kit, which we have to use our super rare wildcards for, 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Nerval, 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Pot of Desires, 2 Cosmic Cyclones, 1 Tinky, which we don't have, which would have to use a Star Chip, 3 Infinite Impermanences, 3 Tri-Brigade Revolt, and 1 Imperial Order. In the extra deck, we got Borsal Dragon, 1 extra Shureg for an Ultra Rare, Access Code Talker, Appaloosa, 2 Rugal, 1 Unicorn, 1 Lambda, 2 Bearbrum, 2 Phaserite, 1 Double Dragon Lords, and 1 Almirage. This is a very, very, very basic Tri-Brigade list, but it is about the best that we could possibly do, given the circumstances. It is fairly cheap for us to craft, which is the main draw of this. The only thing we really need is Kit and Shureg, which are 2 super rares and 1 ultra rare respectively. We'd also need a Tenki, just for search power, which is a star chip, but even then that's really, really cheap compared to some of the other crafting alternatives we have. I think this is worth running. I really, really think this might be the one. So we're going to give it a spin, and we're going to see what we think. Alright, we're going up against Deuce again, which is interesting. We were playing up against him just earlier. This hand's really bad. Like, really bad. Let's go for Foolish here. This is probably our 1 saving grace. Man, this hand is terrible. We'll pitch the Kit. We'll use the Kit effect if we get access to it. No. Okay, we're gonna have to gamma his gamma. We're gonna gamma the gamma to send Nerval. That's almost what we have to do, because otherwise here we just get absolutely screwed. We'll go for the Nerval effect. We'll add to hand our Karas. Here we can actually make Lambda, which is a little bit funny, so we'll do that. We're gonna use the effect of Karas. We'll pitch the kit. Make Karas. Activate the effect of Karas to banish Kit and Nerval. We'll summon Bearbrum. We'll use these two to make a Phaserite. We'll activate Bearbrum, getting ourselves a Revolt, which you now have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll return probably Cosmic Cyclone to the deck, honestly. Unfortunately, we don't have any better way of doing anything here, so we're just going to do that. We don't really have a 4 we can go into because we're locked into beasts. Can't do any fancy shenanigans. Unfortunately, we only have... we do have a Link 2, actually, so we can still kind of make sure, I guess. It still works out. It still works out. It's fine. Oh, no, we have the banished ones, too, actually. We're completely fine. We have a Shurag interaction. It's all good. We made Lambda as well, just in case. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Because we're not really going to use its effect. We kind of just want to fake out our opponent to thinking we have something, because we don't have an Omega. If we had an Omega, we would have used that instead. Then we're also sitting on Phaserite, because Phaserite is just there. Oh, it's the Zoroa Magistus stuff. Okay, I remember this. I say we just do it now. I know what he's gonna try to do with this, so... I say we just hit it. It's Magistuses. It's whatever. Just stop them from doing their combo, and you essentially got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make the Shurag that we were all dreaming for. We're gonna trigger Shurag. We're gonna trigger Kit. We're gonna trigger Nerval. What you gonna do now, big boy? I have 3 effects on the stack. I swear to God, if he is thinking again, I'll be so mad. Hey, Called by the Grave. Okay. I'll take it. Away he goes. Shurag is a very good card. Shurag is an insanely good card. Trismegistus! The first time a Magistus Master equipped, but the equipped card would become destroyed. It is not, or you can special summon 1 level 4 spellcaster from your hand. He has Crowley in hand. Crowley is good. Okay. Banish this card from your grave, select the Magistus Monster from your grave, except level 4. Unfortunately, he doesn't really do anything on the current board. He could go over Lambda if he wants to, or just make Artemis. Yep. Alright, Monster Reborn. Well, it's a good thing we got rid of one of them, I guess. Crowley is going to come back here. There is a chance he just goes into Verte Anaconda making shenanigans. No, he's going to equip Artemis to Crowley. Okay. Activating the Artemis effect to search for a Magistus monster. Makes sense to me. We do still have the follow-up here for, like, Axis Code Talker or something. So it's not like we're sitting ducks exactly. Not yet, anyway. Shurag also has a bit of follow-up because, of course, we can get some stuff. There's another Crowley. Just Magistus is going to protect this card once. But I don't know if that ends up mattering. He's going to activate Crowley, the Magistus of Grimoires, to special summon the Crowley. Okay. You now destroyed your Artemis, which triggers Crowley, of course, targeting the Grimoire Man to equip Artemis back to it. Okay. Sure. What was the point of that? You just used more resources to do the same thing. Okay, Phaserite gets punched. We'll activate Phaserite. Imperial Order. Honestly, that is a better card than Alpha is currently, so we'll tuck Alpha back into the deck. This basically seals the game as it negates everything in the back row. Drawing a Droll Unlock doesn't really do anything here, but I don't think it matters. We are just gonna... We're just gonna go in for it. It's not gonna be destroyed by this battle, of course, because he has Trismegistus up. So we're just gonna pass on that. We're just gonna Imperial Order here, which is gonna negate the Artemis effect, as well as the Trismegistus effect. We don't care. Alright, Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous. That's annoying. This does negate all spell cards, so he has to... Oh, he searches Fleur de Lis. Interesting. That might actually become a problem here, because Fleur de Lis is not fun. He still has to trade poorly to get over Shureg here, which is kind of nice, I guess. He's going for the Fleur de Lis regardless. He's going to negate Shureg, I'm decently sure. Yep. But he still has to trade very unfavorably for it. He has to trade away his Fleur de Lis if he wants to get over that. And then I get the effect from the Shureg, so we'll see. Any Tri-Brigade here kind of just ends the game in our favor. Go into battle. Is he going to do the trade? He's going to go over here. That's going to activate Fleur de Lis, making it go up to 3k. Killing the Lambda. Makes sense. It was kind of just sitting there anyway. He is going to trade off the Shureg. Okay. We'll activate Shureg. We'll add Nerval to hand. And we'll take 18 from the Crowley. We've played very badly with our resources here, but it is what it is. We draw a second Droll Unlock, which is just sad. We'll go for the Nerval. Activate Nerval effect. We will banish 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make the second Shureg. Activate Shureg, banishing the Ecclesia. This can make an Almirage. I think I'd rather have an Almirage on board, honestly, to protect the Shureg at this point. We'll activate the Nerval effect. Nerval can add Fractal to hand. No, we don't want to do that. We're just going to go battle. We're just going to use Shureg. We're going to punch over this. Trismegistus is now not going to protect it, so it is going to be destroyed. We're just going to pass turn on that. We take 700, but that is fine. We now have access to a Fractal for the next turn. A set card doesn't really do us anything. We don't care. Imperial Order is a very, very good card. My god. I can see why people want this banned. It's very oppressive. Then again, though, it is draining me slowly. You basically set yourself on a turn clock when you activate it. You get like 5 turns, and then you're basically in lethal range of any deck. But we do have the Fractal in hand now, so we just normal summon Fractal. We bring out anything. Let's bring out Rugal. Why not? Drawing the kit is fine. We have to pay for the imp. We'll summon Fractal. Activate Fractal effect to special summon. Go for 1, 2, 3. Make a Rugal. We can do Shureg here, I guess. Banishing whatever that was. It was a Magistus Theurgy, which is not going to save you, bucko. In come the brigade. And Tri-Brigade wins. Yay! Tri-Brigade did Tri-Brigade things. Alright. Well, let's go another game of Tri-Brigade and not want to die inside. Alright then, Duelist. We're once again forced to go first, which is just terrible, but we're gonna Fractal. Fractal sending Kit. Kit sending Nerval. Nerval giving me Karas. Yeehaw. I did the thing. We can discard another beast. I don't want to discard him, really, so we're just gonna normal summon the Karas. We'll activate Karas. We'll banish Nerval and Fractal. making the Bear Brum. These two will then make ourselves a Rugal. Activate Bear Brum, searching us Revolt. Let's shuffle back Gamma, because Gamma's the one we have the least use for here. We'll set Revolt and we will pass. The most basic of all basic Tri-Brigade plays we just had. Bet you can't expect that. Lightning Storm. We'll just fire it. I do not mind. We'll fire it. It's kind of whatever. It sucks, but, you know. We'll activate the Nerval effect, we'll activate the Kit effect, and we'll just skip on the Shurig. We'll send probably Fractal to the graveyard, it's the least useful, and we'll add a Karos to our hand, so we have play for the following turn. We're not gonna Rugal here, there's no point. We have 2 Veilers as interaction still, which is just fine. It's going for the Unchained Twins Aruha, okay. Yep, that is fine. Going for the Solar Disaster. Alright. We're just gonna Effect Veiler this. Bye-bye it goes. Going for the Supply Squad. Okay. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle card effect, draw a card. Here is the Soul of Rage. And the Sarama. Sarama effect is annoying. That is fine. He does get to draw a card of a Supply Squad for this because it is in fact destroyed. Which is also going to trigger the second effect to summon another one. He also has the Soul in hand, because why the fuck wouldn't he? That is a super good Unchained hand. What the fuck? That's a disgusting opener for them. My god. Alright, going for the Soul of Anguish here. He's gonna try and do it again. I'm just gonna negate you again. Anguish is the worst one possible for them as well, so I don't mind them having that. The alpha in hand here might be our only saving grace to taking this game. Monster fucking... You have got to be shitting me. This is insanity. The man has drawn into literally every piece of cardboard he needed to do anything. He's gonna crash into Shurig. That's fine. He's gonna go over Rugal. Whatever. I'm just angry at this point. Imagine opening the literal fucking god hand. Look at this. Double Karos doesn't help us. We're going for Alpha. Now you have to get Alpha out of the way, or you just lose. Yep, you have to do it. That is fine. We're going to... Guess what? We're gonna normal summon Karas. Activate Karas. You little shit. I'm gonna do... Nah, screw it. I'm doing 4. I'm bringing out Shurig. I don't care. Activate Shurig, banish this. Get that the hell out of here. Go over the other one too, screw it. Yeah, just do your Supply Squad, whatever. There's Unchained Soul. There's nothing I can do about that, so whatever. I'm still upset that he drew the literal best hand possible. It's insanity. Alright, drawing a card, getting the Solar Disaster effect, because whatever. Man, this is upsetty in my spaghetti. My god. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop this up, because if he didn't literally draw every single out on the second turn of his game, I don't know what he would have done. Literally drawing into Monster Reborn, into fucking, like, look at this. Lightning Storm, into Sarama, into fucking Monster Reborn, into Supply Squad of all cards, with Unchained Soul in hand. Like, fuck off with that. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's give this one more game. My god, the luck of this man. Go buy a lottery ticket. Alright then, final match against Taichi. Our hand is... Why are we still forced to going first? For fuck's sake. God damn it, I'm pitching this. Sending Kit. I'm activating Kit. I'm sending Nerval. I'm activating Nerval. I'm getting Karas. I already have a Karas. I just hate my life. I'm gonna normal summon Karas. I'm gonna activate Karas effect. I'm gonna banish 2. I'm gonna get Berbrum. And then I guess this time I'll actually make a figure 8, because I kind of prefer it. I'm gonna activate Berbrum. We're gonna search Revolt. We're gonna shuffle back the driver. We don't need it. I'm gonna set 1. I think we actually use Figure 8's effect to summon the Karas here. I guess this way we get Rugal as well. We can activate Figure 8. We draw into Alpha, which we don't need, so we will tuck it back. We'll set the Revolt. Now we have double Revolt. If he Twin Twisters us, we just lose, but who cares? Right, Bucka, I believe in you. Break my 1 interaction board. It is Fortune Lady Fire. Okay. I have not seen Fortune Ladies in a very long time. Going for the Fortune Vision, sure. Adding the fire. We'll just droll here. Hey, okay. Yeah, I don't think he was gonna get out of that regardless, to be honest. Fortune Ladies is not exactly a great deck. We did the combo. I guess I count this one. Alright, and how do we think about the final deck on show, bringing Tri-Brigade? I think the main issue with Tri-Brigade is a lot of people will see this coming. Like, a lot of people will see this coming. The main issue I have with Tri-Brigade is the fact that they're a very good going first setup deck and a somewhat poor going second, please God let me summon Shurig to win kind of deck. I don't enjoy it that much, and it would be a lot of wildcards just to make it function at a very, very basic level. So I think we're going to have to skip on this one, simply because we're missing too many pieces and it just becomes expensive. So now that we've had a look at every single deck available to us, I'm going to do that so they're in order. Which ones am I thinking of actually bringing? And this is the weird one, right? Because between deck 2 and 4, we can only bring one iteration. We don't have access to bringing both. They both include Eldlich as one of their main engines, meaning we can't really do anything about it, right? This one includes the Dogmaticas, which are really, really good, but also has the tendency to be very foretold and you know when they're coming. As to where Live Twin is a bit more reliant on luck, but also a bit more consistent in the fact that we can easily search out the pieces we really want to see. When it comes to Orcus, the deck is bricky, inconsistent, but by God, when this thing works, it really, really works. Then we're looking at Drytron, which I think is one of the only contenders I'm guaranteed to bring. This deck just does Drytron things. It's insane. I think we have to bring Drytron, even though it's not the best version of Drytron we could be running. I still want to bring this. This deck is a guarantee. It requires us to craft little to nothing. Actually, we could just play the deck as it is right now without crafting anything if we'd really like. And I think it just works. That's the thing. I really think it just works. if we really want to improve the deck, we'd have to make Herald of the Orange Light and Diviner of the Heralds, which costs a lot of wildcards, unfortunately, so I don't think that's something we're gonna do. But we might spend 2 wildcards to at least run 2 Diviner, 2 Herald, and that might be the call. I think this one is guaranteed to make it in. So Drytron is one of them. I'm really torn between the Life Twin and the Dogmatica deck, I'll be honest. They're both really, really good, but for their own sort of ways, you know? What we could do, too, is we could play Life Twin Unchained, which is another possible deck sort of archetype, if you will. The unfortunate part there is we only own 1 Soul of Rage and no other ones, and we don't even own all of the twins needed. We own most. We have enough of them, actually, to kind of make it work. We just miss the Link monsters. That's a possibility, and realistically, I might have a look at doing that. But unfortunately, a lot of the Unchained Soul cards are very high rarity, if I remember right. Meaning finding them and paying for them might just be too much. I think, at least as it looks right now, we're bringing Drytron. We're gonna bring Live Twin Eldlich. I think this deck stands a much better chance, and therefore I think it's worth playing. Meaning we are going to have to craft a bunch of stuff for this deck specifically, but I still think that's worth it. But then we're looking at the final deck, and I'm not really keen on any options here, I'll be honest. The Chaos deck is the least reliable. The Orcus deck is an Orcus deck. What more can I say? It does Orcus things, right? It's Orcus. It works, I guess. I don't know. It's not a great time, I'll be honest. I hate all of this. I think what we have to do for the final bringing of this is we're bringing Drytron as our going first blowout deck, Orcus as our blind spot pick, and Eldlich Life Twin as our going... That's also a going first pick, though. That's really bad. We want a going second pick. Dogmatica Eldlich is just better at going second than Life Twin Eldlich is. That's kind of the problem I have. But this is also a very floodgatey deck, while this is a very proactive deck. No, I think we're bringing Orcus. I hate it. Well, you'll just have to see next episode when I decide what we're bringing, because next episode is the finale, the Dragoon Cup, the final moment of this series. I hope you all enjoyed watching this deck testing episode. If you did, remember to tune in next week when this season comes to a close, be that of what you will. Remember to click the subscribe button, click the like button down below, and as always, remember to stay safe out there.